Lots of reviews that I read, they were just like, oh, but why did she have to showcase all the poverty in Dharavi for that song?
It's not poverty, they're people.
Yeah.
That's a face, that's a person, it's a human being. If you're looking at it and saying that's poverty, you're really dehumanizing a person sitting there. That's a portrait and they deserve to be as beautiful as I would shoot Alia Bhatt or Ranveer Singh.
So, hello Zoya. First of all, you're a bloody genius. You are.
That I don't know.
You know this already. I have told you this I have a huge girl crush on you for years. I love all your movies. Anytime I interview anybody from your movie, this is 100% in the. I'm like, I'm a huge fan. Like, I can't. And with Gully Boy, bro, you have nailed it. You have knocked it out of the park.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to know, how does it feel to actually make a movie that everybody likes in a year that nobody likes anything?
No, firstly the year has just begun.
Achha.
And people do like things.
Yeah. But this kind of unanimous kind of appreciation,
I mean, it's very nice.
it has to
very
be.
nice.
First question being that the movie is about like so many things, about class, patriarchy, the rap scene, the women characters, beautiful love story, the friendship. What is your core theme of the story, if you have to pick one, that sort of like trumps all the others?
Art transcends everything. It transcends class. It breaks barriers. It crosses any kind of border. It cuts through. I think art just cuts through anything and connects.
Yeah. Okay, so I found this super funny that up until now you were the कितने से rich लोगों के बारे में क्यों कहानियां बनाते रहते हो तुम, and this time you're being accused of commodifying poverty. Is that bizarre?
No, but
now you're making poor people films. Is that a thing now?
No, I'll just keep making what I want to make.
Yeah.
Like in 2 weeks on Women's Day, actually, it's March. Our show drops. It's called Made in Heaven,
Great.
and it's about rich people.
So like these questions are like,
Yeah, I mean, like if we're going to talk now in terms of economic strata, then I mean, let's just then it's like I'll be making whatever I want to make, and you're free to consume what you wish to
But
consume.
is it funny to you still that like now you would think that acha now this is your big, like people will shut up, but they have a poverty point of view. Especially I feel like in the song Duri, there was lots of reviews that I read, they were just like, oh, but why did she have to showcase all the poverty in Dharavi for that song, where you've used
But why won't I show portraits? And you know, it's not poverty, they're people.
Yeah.
That's a face, that's a person, it's a human being. If you're looking at it and saying that's poverty, you're really dehumanizing a person sitting there. That's a portrait and they deserve to be as beautiful as I would shoot Alia Bhatt or Ranveer Singh. The problem lies with the people looking at it.
And not with you at all, which I'm 100%
Thank you.
Okay, so Alia Bhatt, speaking of course, what a performer. Matlab, ye to, I feel like right now, like Alia Bhatt, of course, has done a great job again. So that is not surprising. But the character, and I feel like her feminism just like grounded so much in reality. And I think Alia also said in one, I think at the Berlin screening, that she does not have a problem with the hijab or the culture. Her problem is that she wants to be able to be honest with her parents, or sort of in a situation wants to become a surgeon. So tell me about like what it took to make her character, and also like she's also crack.
And the character of Alia is someone who is extremely intelligent, is extremely bright, is extremely feisty. She's plucky. She has a lot of life. She was someone who was possibly like that since she was a child, and when she got older, or possibly hit puberty, had to suddenly behave differently, dress differently, act differently, and was constrained by her gender, because there is a certain concept of, in conservative families, how women should behave and how they just get less freedom, even though they're responsible and smart enough to handle it. And I think that leads to a lot of anger in someone like her, because there is an unfairness to it. And I think people can respond to that unfairness in different ways. And with her, it's an anger issue. Also, when you see the film, you realize that her mother is violent. Violence is a form of communication. It's a language. So if you're spoken to like that, you will speak like that.
So I think about the multiple characters that are in all the universes that you create so beautifully. I know that I am 100% very invested in all the other characters also. Like in Luck by Chance, I loved like Juhi Chawla, Shiva's role. Even in like Dil Dhadakne Do, there was so much happening, but I was very invested in what the aunties are doing or the kids and all of that. In this particular movie, who apart from the leads is your not favorite, but like is a character that you really enjoyed sort of?
I liked all of them. I mean, they're all my characters. So I love Moeen, I love Sid, I love Kalki's character, I love the parents. Both sides. I love the grandmother. Yeah, so I mean, there's no one character that I'm not.
But just something that you enjoyed sort of working on that character arc a little more.
I think Mohin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Only
think
because it was so layered and like you never really
I think
know,
he's
like,
layered. I think he's a survivor. I think he's got a huge heart. I mean, he's broken. He's a mess, but he's got spirit and swag that's really intrinsically street, and he's somebody that he's a survivor.
He is a
and I
survivor.
find that very exciting.
Absolutely. Speaking of survivor, Siddhant Chaturvedi, who has, I think, like, my God, so hot, so talented, nailing all the scenes, and like generally for him to sort of be Murad's like mentor, he's not that much old or anything. So how did you? I know like you met him at a party and it was this
we
full
just-
like filmy luck by chance.
it
Thank you
was
very much.
Luck by chance.
Yeah.
We met at a party and I tested him the next day and he was hired. It was really that random. It was meant to be.
It was 100% meant to be
Yeah.
because you did not even cast till I think you started shooting
Yeah,
this.
no,
particular
like I
role.
was 2.5 weeks away from shoot.
So if at all this, so I mean, of course, like it's all worked
Yeah.
out. But if it hadn't, like, was there a backup? Like, what were you gonna do?
No, I didn't have a backup.
At all.
No.
So if you did not get this guy,
Yeah.
you would just
Yeah.
push the film.
Yeah, I think sometimes it works to not have a backup. It
You
just
just
pushes
see
you in
it.
the correct direction.
That's great. It
Yeah.
all worked out. Okay, so I have multiple best scenes in my head, but I will talk about a few and then you can tell me anything about them. And what is your, I mean, of course you can't pick, it's your baby, but
Yeah.
like if you had to like a scene that stands out, definitely favorite one, which I think everybody's talking about, the first time Murad and Safina meet.
Right.
Because I think invariably, I guess by virtue of like the movies we watch, we're
Right.
expecting some sort of like a meet cute or
Yeah,
you know like all
yeah.
of that, and then it's just without dialogues and it just moves on. Like
Yeah.
you're suddenly like you're aage badh chuke story. That was a great one. Ranveer Singh in the bathroom in Kalki's Loo when he
Right.
measures
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, what a moment. And you know, could
Right.
easily do without if you come to think of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily
But it
doing
hurts
anything.
you.
It was wow.
Yeah.
And also another one which I don't the scene as such, but like when Vijay Raja's character and the mother having this confrontation, and you know she says that you don't even know how to touch me. Like
Yeah.
this is bigger than you having a wife,
Yeah.
which I thought was great. Like what a moment. What I don't know what the question could be, like what takes to write scenes that great, but do you have a favorite, or is there any insight that you had in any of these scenes?
No, I mean, Reema and me have written
Yeah.
all the scenes together, and so there's no like, you can't have a favorite scene. I mean, you can look back at a film,
Yeah.
you know, when there's some distance and be like, I love that scene. Like for me in Dil Dhadakne Do, I love the scene of the four of them in the hospital room, when it's just the four of them, the family. I love that scene.
Yeah.
I love the scene of Priyanka and Farhan
Yeah.
when they fight
Yeah,
in his
in
room,
the room,
bedroom.
yeah.
I love the scene of Anushka and Ranveer meeting for the first time in the pool.
Yeah.
You know, I love. There's so many scenes that you can be
And
like.
each time you're saying it, I feel like I have a visual.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
love that,
great.
but that takes a little distance. You know, right now, it's just very fresh out of the oven.
Everything,
it's-
like
yeah,
everything is
yeah,
completely
yeah.
equal. Okay, so now the movie is done, and it took a while to make, and then it was promoted everywhere to a point where I know that friends of mine who are really into the rap scene were getting cynical. They were just like, "अब तभी तो इतना बेच रहे, अच्छी नहीं होगी picture इसलिए." Movie is released, doing amazingly. The weekend is done, so it's set. What is the plan now, or what is the overarching like sentiment right now?
Now my next plan is that we're gonna drop our show. Tiger Baby
yeah,
and
yeah,
Excel's
yeah,
next venture,
yeah.
which is Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop it, and I'm very excited about that show.
I'm also
It's very
very,
close to us, and it's got a bunch of my friends involved. So it's got Reema, Nitya Mehra, Alankrita
And Nitya and you
Srivastava.
wrote it together.
No, Alankrita, Reema and me wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
cool.
Alankrita Srivastava. So it's very close friends, and it's going to be a blast because we're going to be promoting it together, and it's like all these chicks, and it's going to be super fun. And the show is it's very close to us, so that's my immediate plan is that.
And the
That's-
trailer
yeah,
looks
that's-
great.
yeah.
It looks
And
very.
it's got a
very
great
good.
cast, and it's now, it's in March.
So is there no like party time? I feel like should you not be partying this great, like celebrating this great success of Gully?
I mean, yeah, but I think the mood is a bit like also off with whatever's going on right now.
For sure.
I don't think anyone is in the mood to party.
Okay.
You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is fair. Thank you so much,
Thank
Zoya,
you so
for your
much.
movies.
Thank
Most
you.
importantly, for breathing, I think. Just thank you. And I am
Thank you.
looking forward to very many other
Thank
kick-ass
you.
things. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.